Good morning, Fort McMurray, with Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You tune in to the Mac City Morning Show. I'm your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit me with the intro.
How's it going, you guys? It's Jake White, JJW, coming at you from Norrell Toyota in Fort McMurray. Just wanted to say hi and come on down, check the place out.
Hi, my name's Richard. I'm the service manager here at Norrell Toyota.
Hi there, I'm Adam. I'm here at Norrell Toyota. I'm a product advisor.
Hi, I'm Cass. I'm the appointment coordinator. Happy to help you.
Hey, it's Keith Simpson here. I'm the general manager of Norrell Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. As you've seen, you met all my staff. These guys are all my family. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to Norrell Toyota, our title sponsor for today's episode. Really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job of that myself. So sir, can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Absolutely. My name is Jeremey. I'm the head men's basketball coach at Keyano College, and I'm also the manager of athletics.
There we go. Now, was that your home? No, that was one of your home games that I came to with Matt Tate.
Yep.
You guys crushed it.
Okay.
And then I'm out of town, and you go and you win a very big piece of hardware. What was that?
Yeah, last year we were very fortunate. We won the CCAA national title, and we also won the ACAC championship. That was here, and it was a very successful year for us. But I think it was a long time coming, and kind of a lot of work that built up to that moment. So it was exciting to see it finally come through, and couldn't have been greater to get it done in front of the community of Fort McMurray, and I don't think we could have done it without them to get to that national tournament, so we had to do that here.
Yeah, that's awesome. A few days after his finish, I bumped into CJ Phillips, and CJ, he taught me how to play basketball, so I love CJ. He gave me a Penny Hardaway jersey autographed as well too. Big shout out for that one. But he was there, and that's how I saw it. He posted a picture, and I know you must have been excited. Obviously, you were very excited. I don't know if anybody was more excited than him.
Yeah.
He was stoked. Days later, he was still on a high talking about it.
No, and I think CJ's done a lot. I mean, anybody, like you said, he taught you basketball, and anybody that kind of grew up in Fort McMurray, he's been around for a long time, and me and him have some connections from being from Manitoba, and he did some camps, a Peace Garden camp, and that I was very familiar with, and he actually knows my high school coach from back in Brandon, which was some weird connection.
Yeah.
But, for CJ to see that, and anybody that's been involved in the community for basketball in Fort McMurray, I mean the crowds and the support we got spoke for itself, and it was a absolutely incredible moment that we'll never ever forget. And happy for CJ to see something like that, and happy to see their fans and Keyano College to win its first basketball championship on home floor.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, as far as basketball for yourselves, when did that kind of become an influence for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I grew up in Brandon, Manitoba, so people know basketball at university level. Brandon was a big force, in the 80s and 90s, and even into the early 2000s. So I kind of grew up, following the Brandon Bobcats, and they won 4 national titles kind of while I was growing up. So it was a big thing, and basketball was big in Brandon. And I started probably playing, when I was probably 10, 11 years old, and that transitioned into high school, and I was very fortunate to play with some of my best friends, and compete for provincial titles and do all that sort of stuff. And then I moved on to I played at Okanagan University College in Kelowna, and then after that I slowly started getting into coaching. So I started with some high school, and then I got into the post-secondary as an assistant, and kind of made my way to here. So it was a long journey. I did 4 years as assistant coach at Brandon University, one at Lakehead University where I completed my education degree, and then I did 1 year at University of Winnipeg, and applying for jobs all across the country at the time, and Keyano was the first school to give me a shot, so this is year 7.
That's awesome. And then you won the title.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Do you have a basketball team that is like yours, NBA?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a pretty diehard Laker fan.
Really? Okay.
But you know, kind of since LeBron's got there, it hasn't been as strong. So Raptors, sort of Lakers, but yeah,
Okay.
that's a longer discussion.
How? Well, let's talk about it. How did you pick the Lakers? Because we're not that off of age. So I would never have picked the Lakers.
Yeah,
So, sorry, Lakers, love you, but I just want to pick you at that age when you're picking your teams.
Yeah, I would start with Shaq, and then obviously I became anybody that knows me, diehard Kobe fan. So yeah, big time Kobe guy, and love that. So you know, it was kind of heartbreaking when all that stuff went down. So that was pretty tough, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then big Kobe guy. So
Okay. All right. So my memories of Shaq were him and Penny Hardaway.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm Orlando Shaq.
That's why that jersey was so good.
Yeah, especially with Penny Hardaway.
That's right.
Because like I'm Michael Jordan till the day I die. Like we can have the discussions on who's the best. I'm always gonna go Jordan. Kobe's great.
Yeah.
LeBron's great. Michael Jordan. But like then you had that new come up of guys where you had Penny Hardaway, you had Kobe Bryant, you had Allen Iverson, like you had Stoudemire, you had all these guys that were coming up, and Penny and Shaq at that moment of history were like, oh man, I think there might be something here.
No, it'd have been unbelievable to see Penny continue if he didn't have the injuries. I mean, he was a little bit ahead of his time in terms of size and athleticism. I mean, he was a special talent. So,
and he had the Penny Hardaway, the little Penny commercials with Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, they were the best. So playing basketball and that being a part of your influence, like that must have not only changed what you did athletically, but like that's hip hop. It just is. You have to be influenced by that culture, playing ball, especially growing up where you were. So my next question for you is, who's your favorite rapper?
Well, I mean, I think I've probably fallen behind the times a bit.
That's all right.
I mean, I walk into the change room now, and I always ask the guys, like, who's this? But I mean, maybe that's showing my age. Obviously, I grew up with, kind of the Tupac and Biggie era and that sort of stuff. And, then getting into their early 2000s hip hop, I mean, some of those people can't talk about anymore, but there was, a lot of influence around that time. And, a little different than it is now in terms of what hip hop is now and what it's become. So I mean, I think I've just maybe, I don't know if I've outgrown it a bit. But
maybe. Like I love hip hop. I love all music. Period. We throw raves for goodness sakes. So, but like I took a break because old school hip hop, based on when you and I were listening to it, it was amazing. 100%. But it's still good now. There's some artists out there that are just killing it. But like you said, sometimes you'll be listening to something and I'll be like, who is this? Because it's like so different.
I mean, I do it all the time in the change room. Every time I walk in, I'm like, what is this? Who is this?
So you're Tupac or Biggie? Which one?
Tupac, probably.
You were Tupac, West Coast.
But I mean, there's lots of stuff. I mean, I can't top my head, like Tribe Called Quest and all different sort of, back in the day. I mean, it was what it was.
We didn't have to pick a coast because we were in the north.
That's right.
Like we were just like, no, we can listen to it all.
We're getting too old for all that.
That's exactly it. So now you've been in Fort McMurray. You said 7 years now.
This is year 7.
So let's talk about the community a little bit. Like obviously with what you've been doing, like you could potentially coach in other places, but you're still here. What about this community is keeping you?
I mean, I think it's such a unique community, and just like everything that it's experienced, there's a certain resiliency about this community. They show up for each other, and you hear about these things, but until you're up here and you see it firsthand, it really is a special place. So as I've become more immersed in the community and seeing what it's about, I really do love it here, and I think we've done a good job of Huskies athletics getting into the community more, getting into schools, trying to have those touch points, and I really think that it shows with our fans and how we've started to have a little bit of a connection, a relationship with the community. It kind of works both ways, and I think it's important for student athletes to get in the community and give back, and also be mentors and leaders to younger students and younger student athletes, and know that there is a place, and I know there's a place to get an education, and know that you can get a scholarship and play post-secondary sports in Fort McMurray. And we have one of the best facilities in the country. We got great coaches here, and this community is special, and it's bounced back from everything. It's the fires and floods and COVID and I've kind of experienced. I wasn't here for the fire, but I was here for the flood and COVID, and downtown just rebuilt itself, and it's back and it's running in the city, and it continues to show that resiliency. And it's a great community, and it always responds and always shows up for each other.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, listen, unfortunately, Tanner tapped his watch. That means we're out of time. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out as well. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Yeah, perfect. No, I mean, I think the biggest shout out would be to all our players and everybody that's kind of been a part of our program, and all the players last year that have kind of got our program to where it is, and winning that national title and getting to that spot. And the other plug is our fans of Fort McMurray and the people that supported us. I've never seen the gym like that. It was once in a lifetime experience. I hope they come and fill the seats for our games again like they did last year. We got the same team back, so they're waiting to show you some love from last year and thank them, and we're ready to kind of put it on the floor for the city again.
There we go. Awesome. Well, Fort McMurray with Buffalo, the rest of the world. That's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Neural Toyota, as well as Carrie from Julie Rose and the beautiful people at Cold World Banker. Hope everybody at home is having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I just dies at this. That's another Mac City Morning Show done.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.